has thus accomplished both the improbable and the unimaginable. If you have not done it, you can only try to imagine it, and your imagination will fail you. For those who have completed Hell Week, few can effectively describe the difficulty, pain, bone-shattering rigors, numbing cold, and prolonged but endured suffering. There is a real and much anticipated elation that follows winning the battle with oneself, and this joy is uplifting and personal. No medical or psychological study so far has been able to predict who will succeed or fail. It is an individual test set against multiple personal motivations that must be played out as part of a singular and team effort. It is undeniably one of the most difficult military endurance tests known. As a physician now, I have followed the writings of other SEALs in hopes of finding an effective description of our shared experiences. Most writers discovered the same issue that I have found. There are not enough descriptive words to effectively chronicle the event. There has never been anything else quite like it. The closest missive that I have found to help understand something like Hell Week was written by another physician and psychiatrist after he survived the Jewish prison camps of World War II Germany. Man's Search for Meaning, by Viktor E. Frankl, is an enduring work that examines Nazi death camp survivors. He points out that the pursuit of meaning, not pleasure, is our life's driving force. When a man finds that it is his destiny to suffer, he must accept his suffering as his task, his single and unique task. He will have to acknowledge the fact that even in suffering he is unique and alone in the universe. No one can relieve him of his suffering or suffer in his place. His unique opportunity lies in the way in which he bears his burden. Dr. Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning. I record the following events as reported by the 11 men in our class that completed Hell Week and graduated. 8 of us had careers that spanned over 40 years in almost every UDT or SEAL team. In interviewing my classmates, I tried to hear their stories as an analyst with a medical background, looking for something in common that we all may have shared or done or learned that contributed to our being able to complete Hell Week. I did discover the common thread. Our combined recollections report on those 6 days of a life-altering time. I will present the thoughts and actions that arose from a test that challenges imagination. I will tell of our Hell Week, one made up of men just like the ones that strive today. More than 320 classes have completed Hell Week since the formation of the SEAL teams in 1962, but the total percentage of graduates from each class remains very small. This adventure story is told from the remembered past, with a nod to the current time. The 11 men that graduated, and 5 corpsmen who joined our class after Hell Week for Phase 2 and 3 training, are brothers still. Few men or women will ever know the bond that is created by those shared experiences. Some of our wives in the past have expressed jealousy over that bond. I will never be as close to my husband as you were then, and maybe still are. Of that one reality I will always be jealous of you, one wife shared. Interestingly, this incredibly difficult week of individual and group trials has not changed much over time. It remains almost identical in design and function. It still takes an individual to a point of absolute physical exhaustion and mental disbelief. When he reaches his expected point of total exhaustion, he will discover, as all graduates have before him, that there is a place in his mind that must be discovered, examined quickly, and mastered. The body will stop at some point, physically and metabolically, but unless those two events occur at the same time, the mind can push us much, much further. The main purpose of this week is to help each person discover that the actual limits of human endurance are defined primarily by the individual. The men in the following pages are real. Their stories are as accurate as I can make them. In some cases, the men and their stories represent composite men or events created for